Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be changing the oil on the Beetle. So just as far as prep is concerned, I've got socket set, got some spanners, I've got oil drain pan, I've got some oil, and I've got the gasket kit for the Beetle. I got this from a local supplier, SHELLEYS VW, link in the description below. Okay, let's get prepped so we can drain the oil and then fit this. Okay, as you can see now, we've jacked the car up and we've put in some jack stands for safety. I've also left the jack there just as a precaution as well. And I've got my drain pan underneath, and this is where we're going to be working. We're going to have to undo those bolts there and then drain the oil. I notice that this model doesn't have a center drain plug, so we're going to have to loosen all the bolts and then take this plate off and then drain the oil. As you can see, it's quite nasty underneath here. I said in my previous video that we're going to give the engine a clean up. I think we're going to change the oil first and then do an engine cleanup. And in the meantime, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit so we can loosen those nuts. I've loosened the bolts now, and as you can see, the oil is now draining. I'm just going to leave it like this for a little bit so that most of the oil can drain off, and then I'll take the plate off. That's it. I don't know if you saw me, but I was using a screwdriver to pry this off, and you're not really supposed to use a screwdriver, but I don't know if you can see this, the previous owner didn't use a gasket. They used what looks like some sort of sealant there just to bond everything in place, and it was kind of stuck. But we're going to give it a bit of a clean now, because this is actually the filter on these Beetles. This is the filter. there. So we're going to give it a nice clean out all this, I don't know what it is, silicone or sealant or something. Looks like silicone. Alright, now I've got the filter on the desk. I'm going to clean it up. I'm first going to start off with some petrol and a brush. We're going to give it a clean. Now we've got it a little bit cleaner. You can have a look at this. This is definitely silicone that's been used as a gasket here, or it's gasket maker, which is also fine, but it looks kind of terrible. And we're going to be replacing it with this gasket. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove this first before we fit it. You're going to use a knife and try and peel this off. Off camera I was doing a little bit of cleaning. I cleaned up most of the concrete off here. Looking nice and clean now. Also cleaned the plate off. There's quite a lot of residue left over from the cylinder. Okay. And this is so the way that this works is got the gasket, and then the filter, and then another gasket, and then the plate, and then all the screws. That's right there. Okay, so let's get it fitted to the car. bolts are in, gaskets in. Let's see. There's a little bit of residual oil from factory. I'm just going to use some carb cleaner to clean it out. And then we can refill the oil. And I'm not cleaning it out now, we can see if there's any leaks. There shouldn't be any, but you never know. You see at the bottom of the engine, there's enough leaks on this Beetle. Anyway, so hopefully there won't be any from this. Okay, you can see it, nice and clean, nice and dry. Let's get all of this out the way. And we can refill the oil. Right, we're underneath now. And I can see there's no leaks there. No leaks at the plate. All nice and dry. All nice and dry. Okay, let's start there so she can get used to the new oil. So I've let the engine run for a little bit. I've rechecked the oil and the oil level is good, it's full. I've looked underneath to see if there's any oil leaks, and at the filter and the bolt there are no oil leaks. So far so good. We'll take it for a drive now just to get all the oil running through all the cylinders and parts. And that's how you replace the oil filter and oil on a VW Beetle 1973 model. Thanks for watching.